I think you need to start living life more frugally. And in this video, I'm going to break down why and how I've kind of transformed my ways about that. So, I personally used to think investing was only for people making six figures. Really, anytime someone would mention stocks or retirement accounts a few years ago, even I would just tune them out. I figured I'd deal with all that later when I was making more money in life, when I finally got a career started. But later really just kept getting pushed back until I ultimately realized something had to change on my side. So breaking it down into parts, part one, what frugality really means, that's when I started getting really serious about where my money was going. Not in a miserable, cut everything fun kind of way, but just asking myself, what's actually worth it? To me personally, frugal living isn't about just strictly being cheap with everything. It's mostly about cutting back on what doesn't matter so I can make room for what does. For my personal opinion, I started eating out way less. I canceled some streaming services I had, some streaming subscriptions I wasn't really using or that I thought was really worth it at the time. Couple game memberships. So just ultimately cutting out what I felt wasn't really benefiting me as much as I would hope. And I got honestly pretty serious about the little habits that were slowly draining my wallet and really making an effort to stop those, to save a little extra, to be able to invest that little extra more. Part two, how that freed up money to invest for me. Canceling all those subscriptions or watching like how often I go out to eat, something really interesting happened to me. I finally started to have money left over on a monthly basis or after a paycheck. Not a ton, especially when I first started out investing, during my college years when I really didn't have my career figured out. I took that initial 50 to $100, whatever the case was, and I actually opened up a Roth IRA. And that moment ultimately changed everything for me because it wasn't just about the money, it was about the momentum. Frugality gave me that starting point, whether it was that $50 or that $100, it gave me the starting point, and that starting point has turned into a habit, and I'm just continuously trying to steamroll that habit. Part three, the mindset shift. So, once I got into that mindset, everything really shifted for me. I stopped seeing investing as something for only rich people or people who are well off, and started seeing it as a reward for being intentional with my money. Every dollar I didn't waste going out to eat or paying for a subscription I wasn't using that much was a dollar I could ultimately put towards something meaningful. Being my future, my freedom, my peace of mind. And that feeling is my personal experience. And I think you'll say the same if you change your habits, is way better than any impulse buy. So keep that in mind. So part four, why it matters even if you're not rich. A lot of people think they need to wait until they make more to invest. But honestly, the habit of making sure you have money put aside to invest is more important than the overall amount you make. So frugality really helped me realize I didn't need more money to start. I just needed to be more intentional with the money I'm currently making and where it's going. And ultimately, the earlier you start, even small amounts, like I said, when I first started my investing journey, like through a Roth IRA, I think it was starting at 50 to maybe a couple $100 at most. But like I said, even if the amount is small, if you start, the earlier you start, the better off you'll be long term. Always remember that compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world, according to Albert Einstein. So, closing thoughts, not a super long video. Frugal living isn't about restriction. It's about direction, in my opinion. Now, granted, I guess you can argue, oh, well, it's restricting me from going out to eat. But at the same time, nowadays, going out to eat is kind of mid. Meals aren't the best. Prices are going up. there's always an issue with your order, whether you're missing your fries or you ask for no mustard on your burger, whatever the case may be. I feel just the the food service, or just overall like the service you get going out to eat, is just going down the shitter. So you're really not missing out on much. I wouldn't really consider it a restriction in my opinion, but would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And ultimately, it's what helped me stop waiting and start building for my future. And like I said, if you're ever feeling like you're too broke to invest, like you don't have any money left over, maybe the first step isn't earning more, which I'll never suggest someone to not make more money. I would never suggest to myself to not make more money. Obviously, the goal is to continue to increase my income, as long as it doesn't inherently like impact my overall life in a major way. So by no means am I saying, you're good with the money you have now, use it, be wiser with it. If you can make more money, great. But at the same time, if you're still stuck at that lower income bracket and you're still quote unquote too broke to invest, just remember, maybe the first step isn't earning more, it's spending less with purpose with the money you currently make. Like I said, start small, stay consistent, let this be your launch pad. We have years on our side. Let the compounding interest work for you. So ultimately, just closing out this video, guys, if this helped you think differently about your money, please feel free to drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on your own experience with frugal living. If you're starting to dabble in more frugal lifestyle choices, or just overall more conservative choices. And if you're on your own journey of trying to invest more or spend more intentionally, please consider subscribing. I make videos like this every week. Usually upload Monday and Thursday mornings. Always real talk, no fluff, no bullshit, just things that have helped me in my life so far and might help you too. So as always, to all the new viewers, thanks for watching. And as always, Lunch Table, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.